Batman stroke.
Batman stroke. Hey,
What's good,
jump off the
y'all?
table. Jump off the table.
It's your boys, Crazy and Ridiculous,
Back at
back
it
with some
again.
more Jam and Marmalade. We here with some ridiculousness this week. Some crazy, off the dome, stupid
Bro.
shit.
Bro. This week, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this week has been the week of celebrities just gonna air out dumb laundry that we didn't ask for.
Listen, bro.
That we did not ask for, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Like we didn't care for any of this. Like we didn't ask nobody for this. We didn't want none of this. We don't care about y'all's personal lives. But guess what? Since y'all celebrities, for some reason, all y'all's personal shit has to be on the internet.
Has to be for some god.
Because like we gonna kick this off with. I'm gonna kick this off with the Keke Palmer mess.
All right.
The reason why I'm kicking it off with Keke Palmer mess is
that's my bae. That's my future ex-wife.
Hey, you do you. You do you.
My future baby mama.
You know how like with Google, like when you got Android phones, you can swipe to the right and they give you like news articles and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like stuff that you might be interested in.
Absolutely.
I came across a video of a dude talking about the situation, right? Mm-hmm. And at one point, all I can hear in my head is, "You sound mad insecure, and you sound like a fool to me," because it's like you talk about with me and my wife, and I get like when it comes down to like somebody and their wife, sure, the rules and situations are a little bit different, but Keke and this dude ain't even married.
That part.
They're not even married. This relationship could end by the end of the day if it ain't already over.
Could have ended at the end of that tweet.
It could have ended at the end of that tweet. But you out here talking about you mad at her because she's at a concert in an outfit with her butt out a little bit, which is, by the way.
Hey, please give me my due credit, and I've been telling people for years that Keke been a baddie. Please let these folk know.
So I'm not gonna give you your full credit. I'll give you 90%. Here's the other 10%. I'm gonna give. Here's the reason why I'm not giving it all the way to you.
Oh, that's some
here's
bullshit.
The other 10%. Now here's the other 10%. The mom body came in.
The mom body did came in, but I was on Keke
because even she was like, "Yo, I ain't know the mom body was gonna be hitting like this."
I'm just saying though, bro. You know,
no doubt. Keke was like Keke is up there. No, like I'm not gonna argue none of that. There's no argument there.
Some people were trying to call me out like, "Oh, bro, you ain't like Keke till before her body came in after the baby." I said, "Nah, bro, I've been here. I've been in this line."
I'm about to say, you're like, no, you was on it before the baby came in and all that.
I've been in this line.
I would give you that prop. Like my problem was when you have individuals that get with people who have certain lines and certain careers where they have to display stuff like this or where they dress like this more often because that's what they do. Yeah. Like you forget that Keke is a music artist, Keke is an actress, and Keke is a model.
3.
All 3 of those things include her wearing outfits like the one she wore at the Usher concert. That's just something that's just gonna happen. I understand that you're talking about, oh, you're a mom, but there's been plenty of other moms out here in the world that dress worse than that.
Bro, Selma Hayek's a mom. Sofia Vergara's a mom. Nia Long's a mom. Like, Jennifer Aniston's a mom. Sandra Bullock's a mom. It's like, what are we talking about here, bro?
And you see them in swimsuit shoots. You see them in all kinds of stuff all the time. But like, you mad because this is your baby mom out here about to get snatched up by Usher. And I'm gonna let y'all know, Boondocks warned y'all. Y'all ain't believe the Boondocks when they said it the first time. And tell you the truth, apparently the creator said that episode was based off a real life experience with his wife and Usher.
No, Aaron didn't say that, bro. Aaron didn't say that.
Have I fact checked that entirely? No, but I've been seeing posts talking about, no, this happened for real.
Ain't no way Aaron said that, bro. No.
Usher had me out here thinking he was trying to take my wife. Listen, And you know what? The evidence we have goes to show I don't blame you for thinking that Usher's out here trying to steal your wife, because low key, I think he is.
Hold up. I need to know. I can't go past this. Aaron, did you run into a pimp named Slickback? I gotta know, bro. Like, I have to know this part of the story, because if that's based off a true story, I need either the podcast. You can come on here if you want and explain it all, bro. Please. Cause that is hilarious.
Is it? See if I can find it.
But my other thing is this. Like, while you find that, I'm gonna say my 2 cents about it. And I put up a video about it. And in essence, one, Keke has made her name known. When I looked at the dress itself, I've seen far more revealing dresses.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Keke in far more revealing things.
Mm-hmm.
She was at a concert with her girls, and it's Usher. Like, the equivalent to that, the equivalent of Usher coming up and singing to her, that's like every 90s, 2000s girl. I don't know too many girls growing up around our age who would not have loved to have been at an Usher concert at any age and had him pull you up and sing to you on stage, celebrity or not. Celebrity or not. The equivalent to that for men is if Rihanna pulls us on stage and starts twerking on us. Like, I don't know a guy that's not gonna love that type shit.
Okay. So this is actually a story on one of the executive producers, Carl Jones.
Carl, give us a call, bro. I gotta hear this.
So here goes. So Jones and his ex-wife Joan Erin Magruder, his assistant, and their girlfriends at the time for dinner at Mr. Chow's. While at dinner, the group discussed the notorious R. Kelly episode. Jones mentioned how his wife expressed how she absolutely hated it and thought they shouldn't have it done. After she spoke her mind and even refused to eat, Jones recalls the vibe at the table being thrown off. That was the case until Usher walked into the restaurant. As he laughs, Jones shares how his ex-wife started to smile and blush. He actually didn't even realize that Usher was there until he seen the good mood she was all of a sudden in, and eventually turned around and see that Usher was sitting right behind them. He explained that she attempted to get his attention at the table multiple times. If that wasn't already enough, she took it a step further. As the group was walking out, Jones remembers turning around and seeing his wife at Usher's table. She waves them back. She waves them down to come back. When they get there, she introduces everyone, and instead of introducing him as her husband, she only introduced him as Carl. Needless to say, the car ride home was long. Jones again laughs as he remembers going into the office the next day and the team telling him right away that they were putting what just happened the night before in the show.
Okay.
Jones added one more fact to the story that made it pure gold. In the episode, there was a waiter who came to pick up a plate of ice cream and saw Tom sad and said, "I wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though." Ironically enough, Jones voiced the character. He couldn't help as he realized that he indeed did let it happen to him.
Hey, Boondocks is goated, bro. Boondocks is goated.
Love it.
The fact that there was a waiter that actually said that, and he voices the waiter that, bro.
Boondocks the waiter didn't actually say it. He voiced the waiter that said it in the show.
He voiced the waiter and was just like, you know what? Just to add insult,
he said the funny part is this did happen to me.
he's like, you know, it's a joke. I can laugh at my own expense. I'm gonna make it even funnier.
That clip hits even deeper for me now, and that's hilarious. That is great.
I was today.
That is just old. Wonderful.
I didn't realize I needed that story. I did not realize.
Listen,
that story.
Neither of us did.
Oh,
but back to the whole thing. To me, it's like, because we were having a discussion in one of the group chats earlier this morning. Was I'm gonna say it, Patrice O'Neal said it best. If you found your girl, and and your girl was a hoe when you met her, but that was what was attracted to you, like that's what you liked about her. You just he's like, you got to let her do that. Like, she used to put in these dresses with like her butt all out and her chest all out. You got to let her do that because that's what you like about her. That's what attracted you to her.
Facts.
It doesn't make any sense to, when y'all become exclusive, to think that just because y'all exclusive, she's just gonna be like
just turn it 180, just turn a whole
turtleneck
180.
dresses all the way down to my ankles, Little House on the Prairie ass dresses. Like, you know, she's not gonna just automatically switch this up. The problem comes in is if this is a problem for you, or if that is something that crosses what you would say is a boundary, let that be known to your partner. Don't sit there and just think that, oh, I'm gonna be mad about it, and then when shit hits the fan, then I can out them about it. Like, you should have just knew that you shouldn't act this way. When
that goes
for
that's
what
what
brought you here. I would say, yeah, same thing for dudes.
Men and women.
The same thing, men and women.
That goes for both of y'all. If y'all got a problem, communicate that and let them know from the jump.
At least let them be conscious about it. It's different if they're conscious about it and continue to do it at a disrespectful level, then that's different. But if you got somebody who don't know that this is a problem for you and don't know that this has been an issue for a while, what you expect them to do? They're not mind readers. And heck, you hear it from men all the time. Like, I can't read your mind. I don't know what you're thinking. You got to tell me this stuff. But if you ain't gonna tell them nothing, what point are you even been in a relationship with them?
Ladies, my co-host will agree with me when I say this, and I think I can speak for most men when I say this. We are simple creatures. Tell us point blank, period, bro. We even with our bros, we don't be trying. We know we can't read their mind. Like, even with our bros, we'll look at them. And if they going through something or they got something on their mind, we won't know unless they say something.
Right.
Like
we'll see that there's something bothering them, but we don't know what the issue is. And I think, what was they talking about? The Jonah Hill incident?
Oh, okay. So I got that one, bro. So I can take that one. So here, the thing with Jonah Hill, for those who don't know, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend came out this week after Jonah Hill's him and his fiance announced the birth of their new baby girl. She came out this week with text messages calling Jonah Hill manipulative, like controlling, and so on and so forth for how he spoke to her at the end. Now, I'm going to paraphrase the message, but Jonah Hill was talking about, hey, if you are going to hang out with these people, like have this type of contact with men, have inappropriate like relationships with men, hang out with girls that don't do this type of stuff, or keep dressing the way you're dressing like in these videos, that's my boundary, and I'm not comfortable with that. And he's like, if that's what makes you happy, I'll support you. Cool. I'm just not the guy for you. And then there were other messages that also came out where they definitely had controlling undertones, where he was like, that's my boundary. Like, we did this in therapy. I'm the best man you've ever. He literally says in one of them, I'm the best boyfriend you've ever had. I've been the best boyfriend in the world. I was like, okay, that's a little red. That's a little red flag.
That's a red flag, though. That's a red flag.
And for context, she is a surfer. She's like a pro surfer and whatnot. So her videos, swimsuits, like she does surfing videos, or she's either a surfer or like surf counselor or something of that nature. She has videos by herself. She also has videos with other dudes, and I'm assuming other females. I did not check her page. Like you said, if that's what attracted you to her from the jump, don't go in trying to make her become something that she wasn't before you, or try to have her go down this path of what you want when that wasn't her vibe to start with. And a lot of women were like, oh, Jonah Hill's controlling, like X, Y, Z. And he deserves that type of flack. He deserves the flack because when he started saying, like, I'm the best boyfriend you ever had, X, Y, and Z, that's when I was kind of like, okay, bro, now I can see the inklings of like, yeah, you trying to control her.
Here comes the manipulation and the and the what was it, the guilt tripping, the toxicity, guilt trip, stuff.
All that shit.
Now I get, once again, we get setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is fine.
Yeah,
tell them like, hey, you doing this, and this is my boundary. I'm not willing to deal with that. And if that's something that you're not willing to adjust or change up, then I'm not the right person for you. Perfectly fine. But when you start talking about like, I'm the best man that you've ever had, I'm this, and that, you don't know that. You don't know that. You might be the best man that she's had at the moment.
And not only that, bro, it's like, okay, it'd be one thing if she started doing this shit after she started dating Jonah. Because then that's Jonah setting a boundary. Like, hey, yo, like, you started doing this. I never saw you do this before we got together. Then after we got together, you started doing this, hanging out with these people, having these inappropriate, like, weird relationships with men.
And this bothers me.
And it bothers me. That is 100% a boundary. But if she was doing this beforehand, nah, bro, you can't do that. Now, on the flip side, and I don't think enough people are giving credit to her on this, is why did she decide to air this out now when they broke up in 2021?
True. Like, why? You could have put that out 2021, 2022. You waited until after this announcement to put, like, the timing's weird. Weird.
The timing is very weird. And the thing about it was, some people outed her for it. And she tried to say,
"Are you good?"
Nah. The timing is weird, and people outed her for it. And she tried to say, "Oh, I didn't want to stress out his fiance during her pregnancy and cause a miscarriage, X, Y, Z." I'm like, okay. Even then, that leaves still the rest of 2021. Whenever y'all broke up, we'll assume they broke up at the top of the year. Right. We'll assume they broke up in January of 2021. That leaves all of 2021 and 10 months of 2022. Because if she had the baby just now here in July, 9 months ago, looking at November timeframe.
Yeah, somewhere around around November.
Yeah, November timeframe. So that leaves about 10 months of 2022. That is literally 22 months. You could have gone on the internet, aired this out about Jonah Hill, so any girl dealing with him in the future knows what he can deal with. Because in the group chat, one of the ladies, they made a comment saying, "I would rather like to know about the controlling guy before I get with him," which is fair. That's a fair statement. But why would you not make that statement out to the world and basically let every girl know before, like, after the breakup and everything? Why don't you let them know then, rather than waiting until he's got a new girl, they have a baby, and the week the baby is born is now when you want to out that? Like, and it's a relationship from 2 years ago?
And I can also get the argument of not wanting to do this just after a breakup, because then because at that point you seem real bitter and you just seem like you're just trying to throw dirt on somebody. I get it. But you had 2 years. And even then, you also didn't technically have to put it on social media. You could have even reached out to her, especially since you know who she is. If you know who she is, you could have at least reached out to her individually. It was like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know this is why we broke up. If y'all want to have a discussion between the two of y'all after this, I'm just letting you know this is what I encountered. I don't know if you're having the same interaction that I am. I hope you're not. But just here, this is something that was an issue."
Because the ladies were saying, "I would like if the girl told me something like that." I'm like, okay, if that's the case, definitely, like you said, reach out directly if you don't want to air out the dirty laundry. But the fact that you want to go public now, right after he has a baby with her and everything, that's my biggest issue with it. I give flack to Jonah for his controlling and manipulative traits. I also put in the chat, hey, who's to say Jonah's still that person? He might have been that. He might have been that person then. Like, I'm not even.
And he might have been that person in that relationship.
Exactly, in that relationship. That might have been the only time he was ever that person in a relationship. He may have never done that in relationships before. It showed then, and now it's not there anymore. We don't know
that, because you know why? We don't know Jonah. We ain't with him, like, we ain't in his personal life.
We don't know that, but I just don't think enough people are, like, giving flack to her and kind of calling into question her timing about this.
Right.
And like, it also leads into the whole the Mariah Mills thing with Zion. How now she's saying on Twitter and whatnot that Zion was abusing her, and he said he was gonna give her $62,000 and she hasn't getting paid yet. I'm like, first of all, he ain't got to give you a damn thing.
Here's the thing. That's the part that hurt her credibility the most.
Right.
We get him cheating on you. We get him lying to you. We get you feel manipulated. We get all of that. We get the fact that you did some stuff behind closed doors that most other people wouldn't do for random niggas. I get it. Here's the problem. When you coming in and trying to talk about somebody being abusive, don't mention the fact that they're supposed to give you money. Don't mention the fact that you're supposed to get $62,000. Don't mention the fact that he owes you money and you still ain't got it. And then after you say that, then you talk about how he was abusive. Why,
bro? And
why would you hurt your credibility like that when you already are at a low bar of credibility at this point? You even mentioned in your own video, people have been dogging you out since this thing came about. Why would you hurt your credibility even more by making the notion that he owe you $62,000?
And the thing about it is, it's like, are we condoning what Zion did? No, like, bro,
absolutely not.
Like, not condoning.
You messy.
You messy, dog. Like, come on now.
Messy, dog.
Like, it is what it is. But she is hurting her own image, like you said. The money thing threw it off. I'm like, okay, now all of a sudden Zion's abusive. The man you was about to get a tattoo of his name on your face, that same dude is abusing you. Like, I've never been one to victim blame. I've never been one to do that. Same. What I am doing is looking at the logical timing and evidence that's been presented to me, and I have some questions. I have a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions, bro. Because and not only that, and you know the field I used to work in before the military.
Yeah.
One thing I never understood, and I never understand this. If so-and-so is abusing you, and I get talking to the police sometimes is scary. It's hard to admit X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to admit that to your therapist or your friends before you go to the police. I completely understand that. Why would you air that out on social media of all places before that? So the police can't know. You can't file a report with them. Your family can't know. Your friends can't know. Your therapist can't know. But a million strangers on the internet.
But all of the internet can know.
But all the internet can know? Like,
now, I ain't gonna lie to you. The petty in me enjoys several cups of hot tea with all these stupid media posts.
I mean, bro, I've been around you long enough. I enjoy the tea from time to time. I sit there
because I will sit there and go through a whole scenario like,
right. Like, okay.
Did he uppercut you or did he kind of like backhand? Did you duck? Did you try to duck?
Hey, start adding seasoning to it. Like, how did the story play out?
How did this go? Like when he swung this way, did you whoop? Did you whop? Did you turn into it? What happened? But the thing, and the other question I have for it is, where's this pregnancy test she was talking about? Because at one point she was talking about, I'm gonna get a pregnancy test. Where's this pregnancy test at?
We still waiting on that.
Since we've been talking about everything else on social media, where the pregnancy test at? Did you get it? Is it real? Are you real?
Oh God, not that.
So switch it over to like a lighter note, right?
It's not real.
Switch it over to a lighter note, right? So the last couple of weeks, well, basically since Mini Wheat's been born, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of Craig of the Creek.
Oh God.
One, I'm gonna say it like I always say it. I enjoy how black this show is.
I will admit when I have watched it, it is definitely black, and I love it.
Like I enjoy how black Craig of the Creek is.
It is naturally black. Like it doesn't feel forced by any means.
Like you're not forcing a stereotype of nobody. Everybody has their own personality. Even all the kids. All the kids are all a general personality. Sure, they got their own little clubs with their same interests, but each one is individually different.
I do.
And there was one episode we watched. Craig's older brother Bernard was watching scary movies with his friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Craig comes down, gets into it, sees it, gets scared too.
Yeah.
They go down to the creek, and one of the elders, which is basically just teenagers that hang out at the creek with these kids, like they're the geek kids, so ain't nobody care that you're down there.
Yeah, they're
the
older kids. They're like, I'm watching over you. I remember being
like,
you.
It's like, we're cool. We'll give you advice. All these kids are cool with us, but like we mainly just stick to ourselves till they come need us for something.
True.
Like we're just kind of hiding out in our little hidey hole, reading comments, talking about anime, being nerds. So they decide they're gonna remake the movie that Bernard and them are watching. So they make they make a costume and everything. One of them is in the costume of the swamp monster.
Oh,
and Craig and his crew runs into him the next day, right? So they run home. They're like, bro, there's a creek monster. They're like, there ain't no such thing as a creek monster. Knock on the door. They open it. Boom. Dude in the monster outfit. They flip it out. We do type hygiene. And there's a moment sitting under the door, and Bernard is like, I just found out that creek monsters are real. Like, what other questions? What other things? It's like he looks at it, he's like, is it creek monsters are real? Are spiders real? Am I real? And all we can do is look at him like, that is the realest question I have heard anybody ask.
Not even gonna lie. In a situation like that, I probably would have questioned that too. Been like, all right, bro. So you mean to tell me this thing's real? So what don't I know? There are known knowns and there are known unknowns. And there are also unknown unknowns.
Because I just found out creek monsters are real. Are vampires real? Am I real?
Oh my God.
Oh, it was so funny. It did, but no. There's even another moment. He's like, Bernard, are you scared? He's like, of course I'm scared. Do you see these lines? And you see like little shake line.
They broke the fourth wall.
Oh, bro, like they break the fourth wall a lot, but like it's just so natural the way they do it.
He's like, of course I'm scared. You see these lines?
You see these lines?
That's hilarious. I think my favorite one when I watch Craig Go to the Creek. One, I love the girl with the parrot on her head all the time.
Oh, Kelsey.
Yeah, and the reason being is I just love the fact that this parrot is just always there, just cool.
Oh, listen. First of all, Mortimer is the realest parakeet you'll ever meet.
Hey,
ever. And all of cartoondom, realest parakeet ever.
Even more than Woodstock.
Even more than Woodstock. Telling you, if you ever get a chance, just watch the show. Pay attention. Mortimer be on it. Mortimer be on it, bro. And even worse, this is like Mortimer number 9.
Oh God.
Oh, listen. Like I found out listen, I found out because like they had a flashback at once, and that Mortimer was blue and white. The current Mortimer is yellow and green.
Damn.
And then they found out like there was a pet episode because like there was a girl who had a pet hamster.
Yeah.
And pet hamster ends up dying in the show.
Oh.
So we found out that they have a whole like grave plot built out into the creek. And people have like their own individual pet plots.
She got like 8 Mortimers out there.
Oh, bro, like this is a whole community. There's one kid who's basically like a pastor.
Yeah.
Like you have a whole literal
service.
Community.
He does a whole service and everything.
He does the whole
repass
service. You got the rich kids, you got the poor kids, you got the weird kids, third kids, anime.
Basically,
you got the extremes, got the kids that do the extreme sports. Other thing is Cannonball. That's my dog. Cannonball, that dude.
I gotta watch it more. Then, like I've seen a few episodes, but I gotta watch it more. I will admit, to this day, my favorite line is like when Craig went up to the older kids at the arcade. Hey, older kids, can I play this game? And, like, and they roast the shit out of him. And he goes back.
They brought up stuff I didn't even know I was insecure about.
He's like, my elbows always in this ass.
Cracks. Deep cracks, too.
Bro. He's like, they roasted me. That man came back bald, dry. Everything, bro. I was like, damn,
had
bro.
No eyebrows left. Roasted their skin. Yeah.
And bad part is, I was like, yeah, that's black culture. I was like, honestly, that's just friend culture. I was like, if you don't get roasted sometimes, bro, if you've never been roasted by a random person, you haven't lived your life. It's one of the weirdest things, but you just got to either take it or be able to.
If you ain't been roasted one time, if you ain't been roasted not one time in your life, you have lived a sheltered life.
You have been homeschooled your whole life. Ain't no way you went to a public school or a private school and did not get roasted one time. Even rich kids,
or you were around people with no sense of humor your entire life.
That part, like people who don't find
no way,
like people who don't find roasting funny. It's weird. This dude's my best friend. One of my best. And he's like, this dude is my best friend and roasts me almost every day, and I do the same daily. Like, and speaking of, I seen a video the other day on IG, and I have my IG up because I'm showing you some other videos that definitely are made for this podcast. But this girl sat there and she was on TikTok or whatever, and she's like, if you think you're ugly or whatever, or you feel bad, imagine being the fat friend in a men's group chat. And the dude pops in and he said, nah. He's like, nah, I'm here to tell you. In our group chat, ain't nobody safe. Skinny, fat, tall, short, no matter the color, black, white, Asian, it don't matter. Everybody gets roasted the same. You all think about it. Our group chat, I get roasted for being skinny all the time. Gary always calls me a crackhead.
Absolutely.
Y'all think this is a joke? This man literally will call me a crackhead at least once every 2 days.
Because let's see here. Get B for having no neck.
Chris for being a lover boy and a drummer.
Chris for being a heathen of a Christian.
Exactly. Yes, y'all heard that right. A heathen of a Christian.
Sean just be angry.
Sean is like the wild skinny dude in the group. Like, y'all think I'm skinny. Sean's skinnier than me and be wilding even more than I do. Think DC Young Fly. That is the Sean is DC Young Fly.
Sean gets roasted for the level of not giving a fuck that he has.
Gary for being the most heavyset dude in the group, the fattest dude in the group, but also from
Gary
Miami.
For being fat. But also Gary for being fat from Miami, but living in Texas.
And it's always weird.
And being light skinned.
You for your dreads, and also when you worked at CVS, we always call you
and occasionally also being lighter skinned.
Being light skinned. Oh yeah, we get Frank
and heavy.
And heavy. Frank for loving white women. Like we go call
just Frank for his taste in women.
There it is.
Got to be specific.
Frank for his taste in women. It's his taste in women. Yes, Frank. If you're seeing this, we coming at you, bro. Like you already know this. What we telling
whole group getting out it.
Listen, what we telling them, y'all know we tell y'all to y'all face every day,
all the time, 100%.
Josh don't be doing much, but Josh just be wild.
Yep, Josh ain't in the group long enough for us to even want to roast him for much of nothing.
But one thing we can say about Josh,
he real about it though.
He real about his ain't shitness.
He real about all of it. That man will not lie to you.
Hey, that is what I'll give Josh 100%. Whatever he tell you, take that at face value. That man will not lie to you. If he tell you straight up, ladies, telling you now too. If he tell you straight up, hey, I'm gonna do this, he gonna do it.
Not even that. If you ask that Negro, did he eat your sandwich? He said yes. Just go ahead and believe that he ate your sandwich.
Just go ahead.
Don't think he covering for somebody else in the room. Nah,
No.
he'll probably be eating the sandwich in front of you. Like, yeah, this is this your sandwich. My bad,
what's
dog.
good,
I'll get you a new one.
He might get you a new one.
He's like, he might get you a new one.
He might get if he fuck with you heavy, he'll get you a new one.
He'll get you a new one.
If he don't fuck with you, you're not getting a new one.
Indeed. So one of the things that we were bringing up to get here in the first place, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's a Shits and Gigs video, right?
Yeah.
And I might place it right here in the middle or something if I can figure out how to do that. I'll figure it out later. But basically, said my mother-in-law watched our kids while we went on a cruise. I left her an ATM card for expenses. We returned and all hell broke loose. She found weed and reported us to the police for having drugs in the house with minors at the house. Then took out, and she said, found the wife's firearm and reported it because it violated her son's probation, and took $1,500 out of the account for babysitting fees. The husband forgave her, and she said, I just can't. Am I wrong for that?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Hell no. Bro, you called the cops on me while babysitting your grandkids, my kids, took money out my account and reported the firearm. Like, bro, nah, bro. Like you got the grandma, like, you're not getting no more visits, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
You know, now that I said the situation out loud again, and as I'm thinking about it, one, when you found weed, that means you were searching through my house. You were looking for things in my house. Like, you didn't just stumble upon it. No, you found weed in my house. Then, instead of waiting till we got back to contact us or talk to us about it, you went ahead and called the police on us. Then because you found weed, you decided I'm gonna look for some more stuff. Then you found my gun, not his gun, my gun. Which reported me for that.
But that's the husband part.
The husband was arrested when he got back off the plane. As soon as they landed at home, he was arrested.
How does the gun file? Here's my thing though. If the gun's in her possession or registered to her, I'm assuming it was registered to her.
So the way this works, right? If you have somebody in the home that is on probation, is not allowed to be around firearms, the other person in the home is also liable to not have firearms in the home. Because if you have them in the home, that means the person that's on probation has the ability to get a hold of it.
Okay.
Because I know of a similar situation where court ordered all the firearms be removed from the house. So we had to go in, find all the weaponry in the house, and take all the weaponry out of the house, despite only really one of them being that individual's.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's real.
Okay. I've call me stupid, whatever y'all want to say. I just had no knowledge of that situation.
It's one of those situations. I was like, it's one of those situations. If you ain't never been through it, you would have never known anyway.
Right. Like I've been through.
Like if you ain't know nobody that been through it, or you've been through it yourself, you would have known anyway. You'd have been just like, oh, well, okay, you can't have no gun. I don't see why I can't have no gun.
Right.
Because I said the same thing. I'm like, I don't see why the other person can have no gun. I feel like that's for their protection. Bro. But I get it.
It's like when you break it down like that, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay, like I said, I get it. The other thing is, then to add insult to injury, you took $1,500 out of my account and called them babysitting fees.
Listen.
Listen.
I'm gonna say this nicely.
$100.
I'm gonna say this nicely. Miss Lisa McCrae, if you ever babysit your future grandkids, my future kids, and take $1,500 out of my account and claim it as babysitting fees, best believe that's probably the last time you seen your kids, your grandkids.
See, so knowing your
like
mama,
for a while,
knowing your mama, it wouldn't even be babysitting fees. It would have been back pay for raising you.
like that. Now here's the thing. That I can see her doing that.
It would have been back pay for raising you.
Not even gonna lie. Your mom too. Your mom.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But then again, my mom would have at least, like, when I would have got back from the cruise or back from wherever I had with cell phone service, I would have gotten a message saying that's what she did. I wouldn't have just realized that they just took money out.
Yeah.
Right. Like, she would have asked about it, so that way when I got back, I could have just paid her the $1,500.
One thing
she would have just took it out of there.
One thing I do know, if my mom took it out and said babysitting fees, she would have gave me the whole backstory of like, hey, there was an emergency. We had to do this, that, and like it was probably an emergency. That's the only reason.
There's been a whole situation behind it.
Like, there's a whole situation
was necessary for $1,500.
You're not just about to take $1,500 after you done called the cops on me too. Yeah, nah, I can't forget. I don't know how the husband forgave her, because you sent me to jail, bruh. You sent me.
Now,
why were you looking for? I'm like you. Why were you snooping through the house? What purpose did you have aside from, if it's like a Southern home, grandma usually has like her spot in the house, or the guest room made up for grandma, so she sleeps in her room. She has no need to go through the parents' room
besides her room, the kids' room, and the bathroom.
And if they're logical, I'm pretty sure they had the gun and the weed hidden away in their bedroom, in the master bedroom. So why is grandma out here just roaming through the house like that?
Listen, man, I don't know. All I know is there'd have been some hell to pay that day. That's all I can tell you.
Listen.
There'd been some problems, and there'd have been some consequences and repercussions.
Hold up.
And a lawsuit. Because I'm getting my $1,500 back.
Oh God, bro. Oh God. Hold up. Let me see if I can share this screen real quick, because I want to show you some videos too. Because I want to see your reaction when I see this. All right, yeah.
Should be under present.
Okay, cool. There we go. I got let's see. Ooh, there. Window. All right. Can you see this?
Yeah.
All right. So this might be in bad taste, but I want you to see this.
It's the walk, though. It's the walk, though.
When I tell you, right, bro, when I sat there, I read this and I looked at it, I was like, oh my God. Like, have you read it? So it was that one. And then look at this one, bro.
Most of the people that I see have arms that are longer than me, and
she got some.
I live in a world where most of the people that I see
the level of hell we are going to.
Hey, bro, as soon as she said that, I died laughing, and I said, damn it, Satan, just book my ticket.
He said, at least you got some.
Bro,
boy.
I had the same reaction as the dude in the car, bro. I said,
boy.
I'm like, no. He said, at least you have some. I was like, yo, ain't no way you just said that. Oh. I got another one for you too. This you definitely because this is definitely gonna be a subject, and this one is kind of it's funny. I think it's funny, but it's realist.
Especially Black women say that Love and Basketball is their favorite movie. Baby, come here, because I want to pour into you. I want to pour into you because that to me that tells me something about you. You be letting these men dog you because these men gonna dog anybody, but they especially gonna dog you because what do you like about watching Sanaa Lathan get dogged out for 2 entire hours over the span of 2 decades? First things first, you obviously cannot trust no man named Quincy. Name me a Quincy that was a good example. You can't. Secondly, she said, "Let me play you for your heart." He was injured. He threw that goddamn brace off and dunked in her face, broke her ankle, said, "You're not my bitch. Leave me alone." For 2 hours over the span of 2 decades, we watch him choose every single thing but motherfucking Monica, all for her to put him up at the end and make him a house husband after he done dogged her for 20 years? Baby, what you like about that? What do you like about watching that? Yeah, come here, girl. You need some sisterhood. You know good.
Hey.
I mean, she spoke facts, though.
Hey, bro. I can't even lie.
She spoke facts.
Sis spoke all facts in that video. Like, as I've gotten older, I've realized how toxic of a movie that really is. Like, as I've gotten older, I'm like, nah, that's dead ass a toxic ass movie. Because Q did choose everybody.
He chose everybody
over Monica.
Everything in the world but her.
I will say this. The time frame from high school, I guess that was their senior year that they went. I guess their senior year of high school to their freshman year of college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were flipping together. And that's when Q chose her. Why is this? What the hell? That's weird. So what's in the middle of my screen right now?
Okay, so I'm also screen sharing.
Okay.
There's one video that will always tickle my that always make me laugh.
Yeah. But like Q what does that say?
Exhausted from being overworked and underpaid. Pizza
party. Pizza party.
Pizza party.
Hey, Joe.
Every time, bro.
Every time.
And for some reason, every job just thinks that's just what you want is a pizza party. Go home. No, I want 2 more days of paid vacation and y'all to leave me alone for like 4 hours.
It's like I want to go home. Bro. But yeah, like when it came to Love and Basketball, Q chose Monica for a year essentially. Like they see a year, like when they got together, like on prom night, like that was him choosing her. Like, let's talk about that. Let's really talk about this. One, Monica brought a college dude to her high school prom. He was prowling. He was a whole prowler, bro. Like let's air that out. First of all, the fact that her older sister is the one that hooked him up, like, oh yeah, I got this dude in my college who will go to prom with you. I'm like, that's not weird.
I mean, she was a high school senior at least, I think.
But her sister seemed like he was like a junior in college. The way it sounded implied. That low-key
it did sound like he was old, like he was mad old compared.
Yeah, like he was mad old. Secondly, Q took whoever he took to prom because old girl was trying to throw it at him, and then he's like, nah, or whatever the case may be. And the way you get with Monica is y'all lose your virginity to each other. Like that. Like that's it. Like that's how you start the relationship. It only lasts a year. Q goes through whatever he goes through. Asks Monica to be there. She has commitments for basketball. And he feels like, oh, I don't come before basketball type. It's like, bro, you never put her over basketball.
Like, that's the other thing. Like,
like
you
never
have
put her over.
You, sir, have the audacity.
It's like that's the thing. It was like it's like, because she even said it. She's like, I'm a ball player. If anybody who knows that, it's you. And I was like, bro, she's speaking real facts right now. Like, if anybody knows how much it means to be a ball player in college right now, it should be the balling couple, the couple that's hooping together at the school.
Right.
Like, hell, you could have walked with her back to the dorm and be like, hey, can I just walk you back to your dorm because I really want to get more off my chest type stuff before you go. I get you got curfew, X, Y, and Z. Then you get hurt. You go through what you go through. You don't think to call this woman, message this woman, or anything. Y'all just break up at a party. And because you get drunk and you mad at the world.
Mm-hmm.
You get drunk, you mad at the world, finding out the stuff about your dad. And I get you in the wrong mind space. I get you like you're not all the way there. But because she had curfew due to the sports that both of y'all play, you would feel as though she's not there for you. And so you dump her. And then you just miraculously get her back 20 years, like 10 years down the line.
Like, one, you mad for her doing the same thing you did to her. Because once you were supposed to go to the league, and then you just injured your way out of the league. Now you running back to her because she in the league and she's supposed to be supporting you. But you basically abandoned her, acting like, oh, well, my bad.
Like she just lost the love of her. She just lost the love of her life over some BS that she couldn't control. Like she had nothing to do with her dad and mom's situation.
At all.
She knows how much she loves basketball. She loves this man in Q. And it's like, if anybody understands the commitments I have to basketball, it's Q. Q gets it. He's just dedicated to this sport as much as I am. He still loves me. He's going to be there for me. He just up and dips on her. So now she's left to go through the rest of college, play overseas, do all that. And finally, when her career is like done in a sense, she has to go back and start doing a job that she don't even fucking love, bro.
At all. For you.
For you.
And like, just like old girl said, when she decided she was going to fight for y'all relationship, you dunked on her.
And then
with reckless abandon.
Said and quote, all's fair in love and basketball, right? And then just miraculously have a change of heart and say, double or nothing. No, bro. No.
Nah,
you
guy.
did that on purpose. You took off a whole knee brace. You tore your ACL, bro. You ain't even supposed to be out here like that. The Clippers didn't even want you no more. And the Clippers sucked in the 90s, bro.
Hold on. Hold the hell on. Wait a minute.
Oh, by the way, Shift S is share screen if you didn't know.
I'll bet. Hold the hell on.
Uh-oh.
Bruh. Okay. That one.
It wasn't the fact. It wasn't the fact that she had Down syndrome.
So I wish I could restart this.
I said, what she got on me, right? I wanted to see what she had on me, right?
Because like I was hoping what would happen.
Obviously.
But you know, first time I'm seeing this too, so. Wow.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. Wait a minute. Hold up. Make the screen bigger. I need to wait a minute. I know I didn't see that. I know I didn't just see what I saw. Hold up.
Oh my God.
Hold up. Yeah, make it. I need. Hold up. Run that back. Hey yo, wait a minute. I need you to run that back.
She getting hot right now. Oh my God.
Hey yo.
Oh.
What the?
And then she did a thumbs up through the bottom.
Yo, just jacked. Oh my God.
When in person, I saw that slob coming out of her mouth. I say, that's it right there. I can't see.
Wait a minute.
Oh. I need this video to start over.
Hey, I'm wearing a flag. You got it, mama. I'm dehydrated right
who
now.
you think went in between her? Who you think went in between her and the women from Amazonia?
That was my time, y'all.
That's a wonderful set.
If she's been to Florence, I'm pretty sure she's taking Amazonian out.
Oh Lord.
You cannot beat that, yo.
Oh, God.
Okay, all right, we moving fast. Tell people where they
I
can
need this
find
video to
you
start
at.
over because you need to hear what happened.
Inhale.
You can find me in
Inhale. He said inhale. Let me tell you, the people love what you did. Look, girl.
Oh my God.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Pissing me off when they be acting like pretty girls can't get cheated on. I got cheated on, and at least the lady he cheated on her with look half decent. My husband cheated on me with a lady with Down syndrome, and it wasn't the fact that she had Down syndrome. I said, what she got on me, right? I want to see what she
This
had
man
on me,
came
right?
back with the funeral cap.
And I went and met her with her in person. And I saw that slob coming out of her mouth. I say, that's it right there. I can't see.
No.
Don't go and do.
Ain't no fucking way, yo.
Whew.
Oh my God, bro.
Whew.
I hate it here. Why would that be us? Why would that be us? Hey, that would legit just be us. Just like, well. And you wanna know? Hey, you wanna know why? You wanna know why, bro? Because we started roasting them.
Absolutely, because we started roasting them in the parking lot. We get turned into rats. We just gotta get home, man. We just gotta take this.
Hey, first question. So you think this will wear off? Like, is there a time limit, or like, does he have to do it?
I don't even know, my guy.
Oh, I got a video for you. Hold up, let me share it from my end. Oh man, let's go. Because I definitely want your thoughts on this one.
They've been around for as long as I can remember. But what if teams in the 90s went above and beyond to put together a squad that was so destructive, they had no choice but to win? Whew. Look at this New York Knicks team. They already had Big Pat. Now you adding Reggie Miller, KJ.
Is that Reggie Miller?
Barkley. Yep. If they put this squad together, God knows what would have happened, man. So, cancel Christmas. You got Sean Kemp. You got GP the Glove, and then you go and add Tim Crossover Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning. This team already won 60-plus games and made it to the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, they had to see Jordan. But you add these two guys, what happens? Now, Houston did already try to make a super team in the 90s, but you add a healthy Grant Hill, Dikembe Mutombo, along with the Dream, and Clyde Drexler. My God, y'all. My God. So y'all just going to let Utah get the Admiral and Penny. Like they ain't already got a point guard. The Admiral and Penny. We get Shaq 50 rings. 50 rings. Hey, yo, super teams in the NBA been around for as long as
so
that's unstoppable.
Yeah, so like I looked at it and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, that Rockets team and that Utah team would be tough. Then they gave Jordan Shaq. I said, with Rodman and Pippen. I said, oh God. I was like, that Bulls team is
disgusting.
Take the Bulls team out. Take that Bulls team out the conversation. Then you actually got like a legit like debate for any of them. But you give Jordan, Rodman, young Shaq, and Pippen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Like
now talking about roasting, right? Talking about roasting.
Oh God.
But I like it. That's not hash, it's fish.
I seen this.
Make some in. You got to do something about them eyes, Benny. You got my mouth all ready for hash and eggs, and you ain't got no hash. You can't keep fucking with me that way. Bitch, please. Oh, bitch, please, my ass. You want a sandwich? If it's not too much trouble. Don't get smart with me, Benny. Why'd you put this orange juice in the refrigerator with just a swallow left in the container? Beer, why leave me the hell alone? But that don't make no sense. You should have just finished it. Don't put it back in the refrigerator with just a swallow in the container. I get my mouth all set for some orange juice, and it's just a swallow in the container. Well, swallow it and shut the fuck up. You blind motherfucker. You fat bitch. Where's that?
Play Steph.
Hey. So you already looking at your future, basically.
Future.
He said future.
Bro, we be talking reckless to each other now.
For those who've never seen that movie, go watch Harlem Nights. It is one of the funniest movies you will ever watch in your life. If those who've seen it know. Those who've seen it know. But yeah, bro, I was like, I looked at that basketball thing. I was like, damn, bro, like
that was tough.
Utah with Penny and David Robinson.
Tough. All that was tough.
You get and then Alonzo
like
with Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, and who else did he have?
Tim Hardaway.
Oh, Tim Hardaway. That was tough. The Knicks one was tough. Kevin, KJ, Ewan, Barkley, and Reggie. And I know you were Reggie Stan.
Listen, Reggie, my dude.
I know you were Reggie Stan.
So, came across another wild one.
Uh-oh.
Came across another wild one.
God fuck.
Bingo. Oh my God, bro.
Fucked up and nasty how many vampires drink blood, in my opinion. Like
Pepsi Cola $1.70. It's not as tasty, bro.
Not as nutritious.
I'm a Oh man. Oh, I got one for you that I know is gonna make you laugh.
I ain't even pulled down my pants yet. I need a nigga like him who could pick me up. Bitch, I ain't gotta pick you up. I'll flip your ass over, put your ass in that chicken wing like this here. And Muska, Mickey, beat the brace off that pussy. Fuck, he tweaking. I'm like, mommy, fat as Mickey. Open your legs like this and spit in your ass. I'm landing there, pussy. What they say in the Bible? Walking on water. Oh my God. The fuck you been watching? 50 Shades of Grey? Cause boy, you freaky. Nah, I got that shot that Netflix series 365 days. Boy, I ain't even pulled down my pants. I need a nigga like him who could pick me up. Bitch, I ain't got a.
I got a classic one for you.
Treat from the roots and rake up the fruits. Rip it up out the ground. Find out what's going down. Don't worry about tomorrow, mama, because tonight.
Dynamite's gonna make everything all right.
Euphoria, shut the fuck up. I know that was you. I ain't even got to look. I should send your ass back to Crenshaw Pete with his hot ass coat hangers, bitch. Would you like that? I'm gonna shake the tree from the.
What the fuck?
Run that back.
Oh.
Roots and rake up the fruits. Rip it up out the ground. Find out what's going down. Don't worry about tomorrow, mama, because tonight.
Dynamite's gonna make everything all right.
Euphoria, shut the fuck up. I know that was you. I ain't even got to look. I should send your ass back to Crenshaw Pete with his hot ass coat hangers, bitch. Would you like that? I'm gonna shake the tree from the roots.
I should send your ass to Crenshaw Pete with
them hot ass coat hangers. Bitch, you want that?
Oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ.
Listen, Black Dynamite was the best movie of 2009. I don't care what nobody say.
That joy. Oh,
up until that point, I didn't think I had really seen a blaxploitation film, but that was one right there that I was forever.
That was hilarious. I think one of my favorite. I gotta rewatch Black Dynamite. I think one of my favorite exploitation moments in a exploitation film was I was watching Blazing Saddles. When my dad showed me Blazing Saddles, and he's like, all right, we gotta dress up and get. They gotta dress. So there are two Klans members.
Where the white women at?
They're like, bro, how we gonna distract them? How we gonna like change into it and sneak in? He's like, his partner's like, I got an idea. Where the white women? He comes up. He's like, hey, fellas, I found something.
He said, oh, fellas, where the white women at? So, you know what's the funny part? You know what the funniest part about that is?
What?
Do you know how that movie was pitched to me in high school?
How?
That scene was what was pitched to me.
Hey, that's the best thing, bro. That is like perfect. That's kind of like when you pitched Hellsinger Bridge. Well, yeah,
definitely Hellsinger
Bridge. When you
Bridge.
pitched Hellsinger Bridge to me, and the first thing you showed me was like, that was a
72-inch
plasma screen
TV. So, how can I help you?
Oh, you are a la carte. Sup?
Nightwalker. Blood Suckers. Oh, yes, worth the shaft.
What?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I just like to get into it when somebody is literally sucking my dick.
He's like, what? He said there were 10. He's like, yeah, there were 11 guys. He's like, killed and mauled all 10 of them. It's like, what about the 11th guy? Pussed out like a bitch. I was like,
so the funny thing was, right, when they pitched that movie, I think it was Anthony that pitched it to me. But when they pitched it to me, he was like, "Oh, there's a movie." Like he said, "Man, I done told you that you need to wash your hands after a cross burning. See, it's coming off." I looked at him. I was like, "They put this in the movie because that's racist to them." I'll go watch Blazing Saddles. One of the funniest damn movies in my life. My favorite line to this day is, "What in the wide world of sports is going on here? We told you to lay some rail, not prance around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots."
Oh man,
got all them laborers out there
For
singing
those-
Camptown Races.
For those who need to understand it, Blazing Saddles is kind of like, y'all know how raunchy Tropic Thunder was when it came out. Think like that, but like 10 times worse, but funnier.
So like,
or Django, or kind of like it's a little bit like Django, but always comedy. It never like
it's Django if they purposely made it funny.
Like the whole, not just moments in the movie,
like all of
but
it was
like
a
the
joke.
whole movie.
It was all satire, like satirical jokes the whole time. Because it's like even then, it was pointing out like race issues was a big thing back then, and they were still pointing it out. It still made it funny. It was watchable. It was great. First black sheriff in an all white town in the Midwest, as they're expanding westward.
There's Oregon Trailhead ass.
He's like, I couldn't possibly fit them in this week. I've been booked for days.
I'm gonna watch that movie tonight. Just
like you have an old fashioned guillotine in the courtyard of the mayor's office, and this long line of people. Oh man.
I think we have hit a good point, bro. I think that's a good one there. Oh my god. Because we do these about what? About an hour?
Yeah, about an hour, a little over.
A little over an hour. Give the people something they want, unless they want more. You know.
Yeah, and give
sometimes,
them what they want, give them what they need.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes even you and I, we be like, we don't even be listening to podcasts that were like 2-3 hours. I'd be like, hey, yo, y'all pushing.
Oh, listen, I've been listening to this one called Dungeons and Daddies. So basically, it's a D&D podcast, right? AO is
first of all, I need you to understand. That sounds like it definitely could be like
that's exactly what it sounds like.
Like type of thing.
It's not what it sounds like, but I know what it sounds
type of deal.
Like.
Dungeons and Daddies.
So when they start off, they talk like this is a raunchy, horny podcast for adults. It's not. It's not. It's basically D&D where all the characters play dads.
Nice.
Downside is they're dads that lost all their kids.
Oh God!
Like so, they get transported to a whole this fantasy realm. While they're knocked out from this transportation thing, their kids get basically kidnapped.
Oh.
So now the whole journey is them trying to get their kids back.
Oh.
And if you ever get a chance to listen to it, Ron Stapler.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, Ron is the best character or the funniest.
He probably gets so into it.
So you got a bunch of dudes and like there's one woman that plays with him. She plays Ron. Hilarious.
She probably gets so into it, like as a father.
They all do. They all get into it. They all like mad into this because like they got a dude named one guy goes by the name of Glenn Close.
I'm done.
He was a musician.
I'm done.
Guy, I can't remember. I was like a Henry something, but I can't remember what his last name is. Daryl Wilson, Ron Stapler, and they're all terrible. They're all basically terrible fathers. If we get to the baseline of everything, they're all doing bad at this.
It's kind of
like Daryl's like the stereotypical alpha dad, like real into sports, but like not real into emotions. Has to take the lead on everything. Anytime he goes and introduces himself to somebody, it's like him out like with a handshake and said, "Daryl Wilson, nice to meet you."
And speaking of, I'm sorry, but speaking of bad dads,
oh Lord,
let me see if I can pull this up correctly. I want to pull it up first time because it's always hilarious to me.
But shoot, we're gonna wrap it up here. We out this bit. So some point in the future.
We'll see y'all in the future. Y'all know how we get down. We out.